went through the four corners of these institutions are supporting something like this. Yes, the man sitting at Aso Rock is the president of this country. He was declared the winner. And the courts declare him too. Many people in this country have disqualified on this ground of certificate forgery.
All right.
So if this is true, I don't think his own case will be different. He should be qualified as well.
All right.
And anyone that has such mark should be allowed to rule this country. It's not bad.
All right, Sunday.
Again, sorry, sir. Again, money has been shared from one corner to the other.
Who's sharing the money,
And
Sunday?
there are some, sir.
Sunday, who's sharing the money?
Okay, now there is a set of only 50,000 to be shared and make it women.
Okay, yes. Mm-hmm.
So palliative of 50 billion or thereabout shared in among the states. Is it what we need in this country? All the money are enough to one or two refineries to place to work.
All right.
To pay transport from Dusi to before it was 250, 300. Now 500, 700. How much are they receiving as a salary in the month? My brother, let them do the right thing in this country.
Thank you, Sunday, for sharing your thoughts right there. Talking about the 50,000 naira, like you mentioned, the federal month commends disbursement of its Iyaloja funds to 1.5 million market women across the country to boost their capital and businesses. Now, under the program, which will feature disbursements in 3 phases, and will give 50,000 non-interest loans to each beneficiary. And it would also back on its Renewed Hope Shelter program, which will provide housing for the poor, internally displaced persons, as well as refugees. Under the initiative, instead of using contractors, communities will be mobilized to build houses for themselves and by themselves. Now, this was made known by Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Dr. Betta, when she had a meeting with the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris Malagi. But let's get to the phone lines right now and hear what your biggest take this week is. Good morning.
Hello, Itodo. Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you. This is Fred from Kuchi.
Fred.
And this is my first time of getting through to you.
Great to have you on the show. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. My heart is broken, Itodo. I've been thinking about a lot of things and reflecting on all of them, and I'll pick one of them to talk about. And I want to talk about the issue of teachers in our country.
Go ahead.
I think teachers deserve a lot more than they are given in this country. If you go to public school, primary school, secondary school, you would be disappointed. Today I took the opportunity to visit several schools for myself. I'm a teacher myself. I teach in primary school and big school. I've been a teacher for the past 23 years. And so I took the opportunity to go around and have a look at our public schools. I went to public school as a child in Kenya. And I wept. I wept. Children said, I went to a place called Dawaki Galadima around opposite Guarimpa. I went to Bay, and then I went to Day. Gracious me. You won't believe where children are sitting to learn in a country like Nigeria in 2023. Wet floors, raining, teachers are yelling. Learning isn't even taking place because they are thinking and working for safety of themselves, the teachers, that is, and the safety of the children. They are not even concerned about the education, the learning. I mean, that's part of education, but they are not concerned about learning. Their worry now is more of safety. And we have Ministry of Education. We have, oh God. Look, I think the issue of certificate forgery, we are going to have more of that in the years to come. If these measures, these predicaments are not worked on. I mean, I'm speechless. I am speechless. Taking it to. Thank you for having
All right. Thank you for sharing that, and of course taking time out to check out schools around the FCT and just see what they're doing and how some teachers, some schools are having a difficult time being able to give students the best because of the environment that they found themselves in. I mean, that the government is able to look at this and provide the basics for the schools. Public school is something that anyone should be proud to be a part of. If you're unable to afford these for private schools, the public school should be the go-to, because a lot of parents are having to struggle these days in order to ensure that their children or child gets quality education. So let's hope the government does the needful. Good morning. Your device on. Can you move away from it, please? Thank you. All right, still on. When you call back, do well to move away from yours. Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank God it's on mic. My name is Mamizi.
Go ahead, please.
My open mic this one is, please, we need closure with respect to Mr. President's results. And I don't know who is going to give us that closure. Is it the school or Mr. President? Somebody asked the question, Mamizi, is it possible for you to own authentic result and issue fake result or false result? The answer is yes. It is possible, because if I have any discrepancies, certain things that maybe through commission or commission, and I don't want some people to, I will forge the same certificate. So that question is out of place. I don't even like what they are doing then. They are distracting him. Is it possible for us to know which angle is correct? That this party is saying the other party. And this idea of having different views, this one will say the result is forged, this one will say discrepancy, this other group will say there's no discrepancy. Please, can they come out clear for us to understand? And for the school, their integrity is at stake. If this happened to their citizens, is this how they will handle it? I rest my case. Have a beautiful Friday. Good morning.
Thank you for sharing thoughts, Mamizi. And looking at what you're saying on our streaming platforms, YouTube and Facebook, you can watch live right now. Just go to our YouTube or Facebook page, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page if you join the conversation there. Author Francis Namani says the state of kidnapping and killings in the country is becoming worrisome and nothing to write home about. Government should come with best possible measures and strategies towards tackling insecurity in this country. May God help us. Queen I.J. Roland, thank you for joining in. Obianoju Ruth, okay, watching from Benin City. No single road in Benin by bypass and Agbo Park Road to Agbo is what Obianoju Ruth is sharing this morning. Welcome.
Hello, Itodo. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm going to give you 60 seconds. Can you with that?
The issue about this, sorry, this is Helen.
Welcome, Helen. Go ahead.
The issue about this result, like this said, is just a distraction. That is one. Then the question that has been on my mind, this came up, was it the same result he used when he was the governor of Lagos? This is the same result. Why is it now that it's becoming an issue? Why did INEC take their own responsibility to do what is right? And now causing confusion in the whole country. This thing is serious destruction to the nation, destruction to the economy, it's destruction to everything that is going on. Like Mamizi said, if they need to close it, let them close on it as fast as, because normal human mind is suffering. So if I want to buy time, because the legislature know how to buy time and to mess up the economy, please, they should be fast possible. And if it was the same result he used when he became a governor, we have serious problems counting us. Thank you, Itodo.
All right, Helen, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Right. A lot of people hoping that this gets out in good time and explained in clear terms. Maybe it's, for the president to also come and state in clear terms what the issues are and just give his thoughts as opposed to the silence that this situation is being with, even though his handlers have stated that this is not going to be a distraction to this administration.
Today, with some small stretch, they try shook face on my body, soon I can't get belay. Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1. Now, Femi D. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day. It is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be it differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 This is Nigeria Info.
In December, yes, that December 15th, I wish to plead with Nigerians to appeal to the Supreme Court justices and meant to free Kanu on the following grounds. Emerged due to highly just and equitable economic, socio-economic, political on systems we have been operating for years now. If he had had a fair Nigeria, Kanu would not have emerged. We should be building our nation to compete with advanced nations, and in doing so, there must be room for discriminations against groups. We should not be making mess of our legal system if court decisions are ignored, and as has been in the case with Kanu, who is from an ethnic group that produced Zik of Africa, who contributed so much to our gaining our independence, and a member of the ethnic that can live and contribute to the event of any part of the country they live in, as what social comrade Itodo is saying. Good morning.
Hello, Itodo.
Yes, one.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning.
Morning. What's your name?
Okay, my name is Adamu Musa the second.
Welcome, Adamu. Go ahead.
Okay, We talk about one or two issues. One, before the president came to power, he was telling us that he can do this, he can do that, he is capable, he is capacitated, he is competent.
That's not the
Now,
word,
the
incapacitated, but go ahead.
Then, he has the capacity to perform
Mm.
and deliver. Is he not prepared? Now the person is coming to tell us that he's not a magician by giving excuses. We don't want any excuse. If he knows he cannot do the job, let him give chance for another. There are millions and millions of Nigerians want that position. So let them start giving us excuse that he's not a magician. If he cannot do the job, let them start giving us excuse. That is one. Number two, the certificate he produced when he contesting is different this certificate that he produced from Taboshe University.
How do you mean? Contesting for what exactly? What are you coming so we understand where you're driving at?
The certificate that says INEC is different from the certificate that PSU provided. That is what my friend, Mr. Itodo.
Yes.
How can you put two different certificates? You went to the institution. You know what it means. So how is it possible?
All right.
So we are just looking at those things happening in this country. And he's not solving any problem at all. He is worsening our condition in this country.
All right, Adamu.
He just needs 4 months and we are talking for nothing. If he cannot do the job, this way to other, there are thousands of Nigerians, some millions that can do this job better.
All right, Adamu. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. But the school came out to state that students are allowed to get their certificate from a third party. Yeah. And there's been this conversation about forgery really means. Now, in the Constitution and the Electoral Act, we're meant to understand that if you present a forged certificate, that you're not eligible to contest. But then, is it forgery if you present a document that has the exact result that you got or you graduated with, and if you were to be taken back to the school from which you graduated, that result will be confirmed as true? Or is forgery just when it's a different result entirely? Maybe you got a 2-1 and you tried to upgrade your certificate to a first class. Questions have come out of the particular situation, and we're hoping that the courts, if they admit this evidence, the Supreme Court will be able to give a bit of insight into what that translates. Good morning. Are you there? Okay, not ready. Can't hear you. Then welcome. Your connection is not exactly great. Can barely hear you. If you can, please come back and move to a different location, and let's see if that helps out. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Itodo.
Good morning.
My name is DJ from Kagini.
Welcome, D. Go ahead.
I want to my voice on the president's certificate. The way it is, it seems winners will want to hear the story that favors us. If it doesn't favor us, we will not listen to it and begin to argue over it. It is all that what from Vice President Atiku Abubakar came to the word yesterday was what favors him, what he wanted people to hear, so that he will gain sympathy from Nigerians, which absolutely is wrong. You've gone for an election, the people did not vote for you. You are using every indices to say the people voted and person that won, they did not or is not supposed to be there. You've used all indices, yet it work out for you. But now you are not with his certificates. You went to the school said he was their student. He graduated from that school. Yet you are still seeing the certificate he presented. The man came up to tell the world that during the Nadeko era, where former Abiola was arrested, the Nadeko, they all left the country. They were exiled. In that sojourn, when he was traveling and moving for his whole life, he lost his certificate. So he came back to get another one. get another one now. You are not saying it's forged certificate. We're not talking of state results. We are talking of certificates. Statement of result is different, and it's states they don't have any business with that. If you are looking for the man academic record, go to his transcripts. If the man did not attend their school, he attended. If you say the man was a female, it was a graphical error from their own end because he applied as a male. What indices do you want again? Just wasting Nigerians' time, doing the economic proceedings, making sure you want to make noise out of a molehill, and everybody is applauding him. To me, just here, if those of us that went to school, what we have, if I go to school and I misplace a certificate, and the school said this was our student, what are you now saying? This is not in Nigeria. This is a foreign school. This school integrity is at stake, and they went to court. They deposed to that oath. What else do you want? Please, let us understand this.
Wouldn't you say every Nigerian, and in this case, Atiku has the right to... Hold on. Wouldn't you say everybody, and Atiku in this, has a right to pursue his cause if he feels like he's been shortchanged? Now it's up to the Supreme Court to interpret and determine what plays out.
Thank you very much, Itodo. If you say Supreme Court should determine it for, why going to the press? Why going to announce? Why going to make noise when you know fully well you are going to pre-court?
Why do you call it noise? He's just sharing his thoughts and trying to explain the process he's taking right now so people understand where he's coming from.
Thank you. He will not be the one to the final verdict. It's still in court. So what he was doing is just to make noise.
All right.
Why won't you wait for the court? If the court determines to say this is proven like this, then you can make your and tell the whole world that truly your case was what you were for. But for now, that is not what you are doing. You are not turning yourself to in your own case. You shouldn't be the judge in your case. Wait for Supreme Court to decide.
All right.
If all your adventure is truly what you want to achieve.
That's a good place to leave it. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts right there. Let's get to you right now. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. The man in black.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm very well this morning. I remember humble self of Bakarale Kitkin calling from Nasra State at the moment.
Oh, you're out of town.
Open mic segment?
We are.
Yeah, I'm out of town.
It's open mic. Welcome.
All right. My open mic goes this way. Mr. Itodo, I have not heard from independence to date that people complain about. And who complain at the end of the day, the regime is no more, they will begin some positive sides of that same regime they complain about. I hope and pray this one will be same. Those who are trying to pull Mr. Then down as regards this certificate, I know it's a matter of time. Supreme Court will demystify everything at the end of the day. I think the decision of Supreme Court will come in November, if I'm mistaken. So all fingers. But while saying that, we continue to order our leaders to give us the best can, and we will continue to cope with them to the ability. God bless our country. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Nigeria Info. God bless the man in black. Itodo.
And my regards, the little woman with you right there.
I'm telling you, anytime I'm correct.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. Good morning.
Hello.
What's your name?
Hello, from Itodo.
Go ahead.
Yeah, on this sort of that kind of I want to thank the last caller before Dr. and Dr. as well. This is all noise. This is just first and foremost. This document, the press conference, the vice president called were just missing. They were missing from the public. And I wish that she can sue them, the president can sue them. It is all right. This could never do that this man is not their student. And the document, you are saying the school to confirm, they are not impressed of it. It is unique. So what are you asking the school? Well, on the whole, on the issue of disposition, with that they even told you that they from the Southwest College, they have it in. They're giving you this transcript. You don't expect generation of people that pass through school, even in Nigeria, that all our certificates will carry the signatures. It is not possible. So what is it? If the Supreme Court that they are heading to, they cannot adopt this as an evidence in the Supreme Court. It's an electoral issue. No Supreme Court will be telling you that you judge, you use the Supreme Court for your own certificate. Something that is going to post the days for it that they have when you have to try to find all these things, even in school. So this is distractions. And I don't blame most of that. They will just source formation at the right place and they will do it. There's no any tension for the government. They know.
All right.
If they have it, they can go to court.
All right. Thank you for your thoughts. Right. Let's get straight to what's up right now and check out what you're saying. Does having 90s in WAEC examination allow one to design his own WAEC certificate with the hope of using it to further their studies or employment? In fact, it is a criminal offense to alter anything on an original certificate. Talkless of producing a replica. That's what Comrade Ian is saying. All right. And the money used to buy some chiefs in Abuja could be used to pay FCT teachers so that pupils can go back to school. That's what Onyibe is saying. Given the priceless value of human life, if priority to treatment of any accident or good victim in any hospital has been passed into law, there should be therefore penalty for transgressing law. And in my opinion, any hospital that refuses to first treat such a patient should be penalized. And if the patient, like that lady, dies in their hands to refusal to treat her, the medical personnel that is responsible for such death should be made to face the law. On the other hand, if after saving the life of such a patient, the police report reveals that he or she is a criminal, they should be made to also face the law. And in addition, made to pay a fine. And that's what you are saying this morning. The president cleared the air. Being quiet doesn't solve a problem, is what John is saying. Good morning, Hafsat. Thank you for joining the conversation this morning. Ola Ngoza says, I said during campaign that anyone that believes things would change might be dreaming. What happened in the last 8 years? What it led us to is the question that he's asking. All right. Sylvester says, my open mic this morning is that people in New Cairo are meeting with the Nasarawa state government. Please complete our road leading from Ado Junction to Ado Nasa in Nasarawa state. We cannot apply that road during the raining season. We all thank him for the construction road. Sylvester Bello sharing his thoughts right there. Let's back to the phone lines and get to hear from you. Morning.
Good morning once again, Mr. Itodo.
Welcome. What's your name?
This is Emmanuel Haruna calling for Kuba Federal.
Welcome, Haruna. Go ahead.
My open mic saga by the president.
Yes.
I wonder when some of our callers turn another thing. When Mahmoud Tinubu around 10 o'clock on 29 of February, he tell Nigeria that if he doesn't go back to court. And now today, Atiku and Obi and what? And now the supporters are saying that they should live in, they should move forward. If you are really get it right, how do they want to move forward? When the leader that make the things happen, who do the right things so that the Nigeria forward, it will not clean. Why Nigeria why they don't go forward? So we advise them, tell us of God, Nigerians are supporting Atiku Abubakar. So that we appeal to the speaker judges, they should do just
all right
to save Nigeria from the troubles, because people suffer, my brother.
All right.
In the bad governance, insecurity, hunger, the sickness, which no vital country now. God will deliver from the APC.
All right. Thank you. Good morning. Your device is on. Can you move away from it? Thank you.
I've turned it off.
Welcome.
I'm calling from Buhari right now.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Please, I think people saying that, first of all, people saying that Atiku is making noise is not good on his personality. I think you should have cautioned them. I think it's an insult on his own part. Because if to do a press statement or something is making noise, what the Minister of Information did just before him doing that statement is also making noise by saying they are not considering or there is frivolous actions and stuff like that. But coming to the main issue, certificate is what Nigeria recognizes, not transcripts. The school on oath said they did not issue Tinubu the certificate he presented to INEC, QED. that yes, in America, if you need a certificate, and go to a third-party agent and get it. Once they have issued you a certificate and you need another one, you can come and ask for replacement certificates. They said they have in his file, but he never came to get it. And people are mixed issues. Atiku didn't go there to say, did he go to the school or did he go to the school? What Atiku is asking and trying to confirm is the certificate that he presented to INEC, is it from the school or not? And if the producer of a document say, the people that are supposed to produce the document say, we are not the ones that produced that document he presented, means it's coming from the genuine source. Automatically, if it's not coming from genuine source, it's already a fake document. Let me give you an instance. If I come to Nigeria Info and I want to advertise, and you tell me for 5 minutes jingle is 50,000, right? I agree with you. I go, I pay, let's say, station B, the same 50,000, and bring the receipt and come and you. Will you honor it?
No, that's not the payment made to the station, so of course not.
Not made to you. Equally, if I take a receipt from your own stationer, right, that is supposed to be for a 5-minute jingle, I come and start in that is for a 10-minute jingle, it also fly. So people are misunderstanding what I tend to the US to do. He went there to clarify one thing and one thing only. The certificate that Tinubu presented to INEC, is it CSU that gave it to him or not? And on oath, they said they didn't give him that certificate. In fact, they have in their own records a replacement certificate for him, which he never came to collect. That same certificate, they gave it to Enahoro last November. Do you understand? But people are now playing that, okay, he went to the school. Nobody is asking whether he went to school or not.
All right.
Whether what they are asking is, this guy he presented, is it from the right authorities or from the right source?
All right,
which the answer is.
Okay, and your connection just takes you off right there before sharing your thoughts and take some messages right now. And this one says, I don't think the certificate saga would change anything. It came during Buhari's time and did not work. The government checks our refineries as a matter of urgency. That is what Nigerians are expecting them. And if the refineries are working, will they reduce the hardship in the country? Any government that fixes refineries will be rated the best for now, is what Thomas in Dutse is saying. Please tell me, what is forgery? When a different version from CS is presented, what is the difference between Sama and this? What is this waiting for? Who is the vendor and they produce a different version? Where are men of honor are the questions that the Patriot is asking. And IK says, my mic is CSU may have catered Tinubu certificate, but which Tinubu in question is that IK is asking. Certificate 3 can remove security, equity, just food, and so on from your table. Supporting forgery in any ways. Why you ask, why is Nigeria like this? Why is Nigeria not moving forward? And for Boris says, I'm not in support of fraud of results. I want Nigerians to understand that Atiku is nothing just for Nigeria but himself. Secondly, that's how they said the former president did not bring his certificate and he ruled us for 8 years. Let's concentrate and face important issues facing Nigeria. Bless Nigeria is out for ends the message. And Jacob Odemadala says, it's not that the president did not attend the said institution he attended, but the certificate is said to be forged. We will use this year to discuss it. Instead of basic needs, another issue will be raised next year to attract attention instead of developmental issues. Let's be wise. All right. Integrity is your capital. Let our reputation and always carry out due diligence meticulously. Before you brag that it's your turn, make yourself well. For pride goes before a fall. Integrity is your only capital. People should be allowed to explore their rights, not have their voices referred to as noise. We'll all learn from these experiences, is what Damien is saying. And Nezi, I don't know why people express themselves on video and want to deny Atiku his own rights. I'm not a Mary a Perry Mason, but just hearing that said that releasing those documents will cause him irreparable damage begs the question and clearly tells us something is fishy. I think we need to be careful about the standards that we expose children to because they are watching. And Youth says Atiku's allegation Tinubu presented forged Chicago certificate to INEC cannot be substantiated. Forgery, being a criminal offense, can only be substantiated if the police, either in Nigeria or in Chicago, investigated, find Tinubu and convict him for the offense before the allegation can have any relevance. And that's a good place to leave the conversation right now because we are out of time. At 9 o'clock, it'll be time for the news. And right after, it's time to get into Sports Drive. But thank you so much for being a part of the show today. To everyone who called in and sent in messages, you can get the live stream on our YouTube and Facebook pages at this time. My name is Itodo. We should have a good weekend.
This is Nigeria Info.